เดินทางรับส่งผู้โดยสารจากสถานีกลางเมการายงานจากกรุงเทพมหานครต่อเที่ยวบริการกลางเมกาออกจากตัชนาเมกากำหนดรถเที่ยวนี้ก็ออกจากตัชนาเมกาที่จะรับส่งผู้โดยสารจากบางแก้วที่สถานีต่อไป
Yes, thank you very much. And there we are at the oddly looking station of Yala. This is your typical sandbag barrier checkpoint thing you have. Not meant by any military though. Meant by a woman this time. We're on queues in front of the ticketing offices here at Yala Air Station, not airport. I entered the station from another side earlier. I noticed on the way out that my bag wasn't scanned. Well, it's not in use. There is no one selling food or drinks on this side of the train station. I notice now there is a food court over there, so let's hop over, I guess. This station doesn't look like a train station from the outside. I'll show you from this side as well. Look, it's like an office building. It's really weird. This train is split. Maybe it's split because it's easier to cross. Coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee. Coffee with milk? Yeah? One? Yeah. Probably that one. Very nice hot coffee to stay awake. This is, if you don't like it too strong, just add water. It's look. By the way, this is not my train. My train will pull in about 40 minutes. So this is the train towards Sungai Kolok. Going that way, and next up is my train that will go from the direction towards the north. Now there's a lot of people selling food. I made my way from the food court area towards the far end of the station, as my train would soon pull into track 1 or platform 1, or at least the platform and track closest to the station building that doesn't really look like one. Anyway, it shouldn't be long before my train arrives from Sungai Kolok. Oh, that's, I don't know the English term, but it's a pate in Indonesian. These trains take everything from food to passengers to motorcycles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. It's shorter than I thought. Long carriage. We are at the back. $15, $12. Here. 8, 7, 6. Our trip today is on the Special Express number 38 train, a now visibly dated Daewoo train that will bring us to Krung Thep Apiwat station in Bangkok in about 17 hours. My lower level berth with huge private window was nice, but as it's a sleeper train, I missed the overnight part of the beautiful landscapes and quite a number of stops on its way. On the other hand, I need my sleep as well. That very decent berth I had on this trip, inclusive of a good blanket, helped me with that as I had a pretty solid sleep. Not a very clean window, but we've made it. This will be my seat for the next 17 hours, I think. Yeah, something like that. So this is second class air conditioned with about 40 berths. And I will be sleeping downstairs. It's really cold because there is air conditioning but also a fan that's running. We are at the very end of the train. Toilets left and right. And unfortunately the door is closed. Last time I did this train, first time I'm in a second class carriage. First time I took a train was in first class, but that was from Hat Yai to Bangkok almost 2 years ago now. We have departed. As passengers have settled down by now, let's see how those in third class seats are doing. You can book tickets for those seats for the entire trip, and we'll see later that quite a number of foreign tourists are actually seated here for the entire trip. I would not be able to sleep here because it's a straight up seat. The fact that it's fan only with the windows open would not be a real problem. Before I was finished walking, we stopped at a station where a lot of passengers had to get on or off. So I cancelled this walk. One more. Let's have a look outside first.
Please follow the platform number 3. Thank you.
Order from the train. Look, kids are making it. We have a few minutes here to do business, to purchase a meal, and on the other side a train is getting washed off. The special express number 32 is pulling into the station now. It should depart around this time, as it's scheduled for a 5:45 departure from Hat Yai for its trip to Bangkok's Krung Thep Apiwat station. Hat Yai is a very lively station now. When I started my trip here some 2 years ago, it was much more quiet, as we were slowly recovering from a pandemic, remember? Back then, I also had a hard time filming anything really, as I was told off for doing so more than once while I was waiting for my train. This is what we are waiting for. This is the head of the Special Express number 46 train that departed from Padang Besar station at the border with Malaysia, shortly after we left from Yala. We are joined here and will continue to Bangkok as one single train. At 6 o'clock, twice daily indeed, the national anthem is played and people stand still. Let's do a quick run through my sleeping area for the night. I have a cloth hanger there. I changed into a t-shirt. It's a bench and a television. I have about a 2-meter mattress, which is softer than I thought it would be. And I got myself a nice warm blanket. There is no personal light here. The lights on the alley are on. The ventilator that was on earlier has been turned off because that was pretty cold. Air conditioning running high and a ventilator in my neck. So I indeed closed the curtain earlier on just to avoid to get really cold. And Outside it's pitch black. Most people are fast asleep. The window is pretty dirty, unfortunately, but we are about 2.5 hours away from the final destination of Krung Thep Apiwat station in Bangkok. The carriages that were attached to our back of the train are the same as the ones we are on, only the light rider. That kettle is from the railway staff though, not from a passenger.
ร้อนๆใหม่ๆกันเลยค่ะน้องมะแกงไหม่ลูกมะแกงของฝากได้นะ
This is a non-air-conditioned carriage. Can't imagine spending the night here. We are at Petchaburi station.
น้ำเย็นผ้าเย็นจ้าอย่าลงมานะครับแกงร้อนๆเนี่ยผ้าเย็นจ้า
The guy with the flags is in front of me. As long as he's not on board, we aren't going anywhere. I don't think I'm going to walk all the way to the train. It's just so busy. But in here you can buy breakfast if you like. Really busy. I guess we are going to stop a few more times before we are in Bangkok. That's why you have the skilled salespeople on board. 2 more hours to Bangkok, I guess. Ratchaburi. The wall over there is quite dirty. It's not even off-white anymore, it's just dirty white. And the window is really dirty and probably glued together, but the thing is, also this train, no foul smells and no little critters. Contrary to the sleeper train in Malaysia, the first one, I took a lower berth here, which means I have easy access to the hallway, but also I have loads of space. I can sit up straight and I still have about 15 centimeters left above me. The bed is nice and wide and it's quite cushy, except there's a little dent here. This is the lower area, so if you have a big ass, your big ass will fit in here just fine. This is a really nice sleeper train. The curtains close fully and will give you enough darkness if you're looking for that. This curtain also blanks out some flashy lights from outside. I only woke up once, and it was about 3 o'clock. So I'm a pretty light sleeper, and I have to say this is very doable for me. I'm just a little bit sad that the windows are as dirty as they are. While our blankets were collected by the same railway staff that has been serving us ever since our departure yesterday, there was another round of sellers on board of our train. The last ones to get on board before our arrival at Krung Thep Apiwat, which is a sterile station, so no sellers are allowed there.
มะม่วงไข่ต้มโอค่ะไข่ตอมมี20 บาท
น้องพี่กันไหมคะ20 บาทค่ะสตรอเบอรี่กันไหม
We are at Krung Thep Apiwat station in downtown Bangkok in Thailand. And yes, I'm wearing my sweater, I know, but I'll change when I have taken the shower. That was a long ride, but since I had a good night's sleep, I can only conclude that the trip itself went pretty well. I have added a new category starting this rating, which is cleanliness. I did this after being recommended to add this by a viewer earlier, which I thought was a very good idea. Let's run through it, okay? Ease of booking. I use the website of the Royal Thai Railways. You can also rebook and cancel tickets there if needed. Tickets for this train can be booked up to 90 days before departure if traveling the route I took. 5 stars. Level of comfort. This berth was better than expected. Its width is very decent and the mattress is soft enough. You can close yourself off from the rest of the world with the curtains. 4 stars. Time traveled. The total trip takes just over 17 hours, which is already much faster than the 22 hours it used to be just last year. It also saves you a hotel night on the way, of course. 4 stars. Cleanliness. Where the train is kept clean by the crew, I also didn't find any critters walking around. The now worn and outdated interior is not extremely clean in general, mostly due to its age. 3 stars. Meal service. While there is a restaurant carriage, which I didn't visit during this trip, there are numerous stops where sellers will hop on board or sell you anything from the platform on the station. No alcohol allowed on trains though. 4 stars. Price comparison. This trip, exclusive of food purchased, is about €25 for a second class berth. You can probably also buy a plane ticket from Hat Yai to Bangkok for that price, but where's the fun in that? 4 stars. In total, this trip gets 24 out of 30 stars. Very nice. I have until 3 o'clock before my next train departs from this ferry station because I'm going to backtrack a little to Hua Hin. I'm going to do that on a rapid. Air conditioning was dripping. Going to do it on a rapid train, also in second class. That will be a 4-hour trip only.